guys out because you're a little crooked. Hey, it's exactly 8 o'clock Central Standard Time. Yes! Well, maybe a couple seconds either direction, but that's okay. And Rainbow has decided to announce her present with her loud slurping of her water bowl. And that's okay, because she's adorable and she's the best, so she can. I look really pale. I look really washed out right here. Color me makeup. Yeah. Hi. Welcome to our party. We're going to talk about makeup. So you're in the right place. But I put this lipstick on. I got a notification from Walgreens that I would get like an extra $5, like whatever the cashback sort of thing is. Or yeah, something like that, if I spent $20. And I said, ooh, I bet I can do that. So I got 2 things for me and 1 thing for hubby. And actually ended up coming to $30. So I spent more money than I intended to. But I picked this up because I don't really have any lippies from number 7, or I didn't until now. And this is what's on my lips. This is in, excuse me because I'm blind, nutmeg spice. And so I got this. Have you guys used number 7? Oh my goodness, my nails are dirty. Have you guys used number 7 lippies? I have a lip gloss that's kind of like, it's a lip gloss. It's okay. Miss Charlie's here. Hi. So anyway, I thought I wanted something a little more brown. So grab this. It is definitely on the warm side of brown. I kind of want to get something that's more cool, but not taupe, but more like chocolate, but not deep chocolate, because that kind of just is a little bit too, well, not necessarily. I can use it certain times, but it's not something I necessarily want to do all the time. But I love number 7. Everything that I've got from them, I've loved, and I do really like this color. I think it's very fall appropriate. I'm not a super orangey, warmy sort of person, although I've been wearing orangey and warmy lately because I'll show you the other thing I got from Walgreens, don't worry. This has been my palette for the last 3 days. Have you guys seen this palette? Have you? It is from Glam Shop Poland. I don't know how many people have gotten on that train, but I know it has made its rounds with some of the lovers of indie makeup. And my goodness, this is the Paprika palette, one of the few that I can actually pronounce. Hey, Miss Charlie. And Rosh Martinez is here. Look at this. Does anybody else have this? Or am I the only one? I'm the only one. I just made that up. I don't think there's a song that goes that way, but that's okay. Look at that. This color right here. Which one is it? I can't see anything. I got to get my eyes checked. Look at this color. Oh! Okay, I'm going to swap. Got a little too excited there. Look at that color. Look at that. Look at that shift. Look at that. Oh my goodness. I could just sit here all night and look at it. I have that on my eyes today, but I had to come back and quick take pup out. People are in a mood today. So I came back, and we don't have a parking permit yet for our newer car. And so we're putting it in the car. In the car. We're putting the car in the car. We're putting it in the street right in front of the house. And there was a parking spot that was like, can I fit in there? But we have the new, fancy schmancy, come on, Priscilla, you can talk. Words, use words. We use the camera in the back, right? So we can see where we're going, the parking camera. And so, I just inched in, got in, got out, and there's a woman, like, apparently she lives right above us. I don't think she knows we live right below her. She'd probably be stomping around intentionally. And she was like, you hit that car twice behind you. You are in front of you. You better not have hit my car. And I was like, okay, thanks. I was like, I didn't hit it. I'm like, anyway, I'm like, you parking on the street. You better not hit my car. You're parking on the street. There's a reason that we don't want to continue to park on the street, because we know if we park on the street, we are taking the welfare of our vehicle into our own hands, right? Or putting it in the hands of other crazy drivers. That's part of driving on the street, people. When you give me this much space to park a car that's this big, I'm just saying, learn to park your own car and then we won't have a problem. I was feeling feisty today. Oh my goodness. Okay, maybe we better not start with that because y'all are going to just be like, what in the world, woman? Here's the other thing I got from Walgreens. Ain't it pretty? So I know I've been talking about my hair and what I want to do. I want to do some color. I'm going to definitely cut it. I know it's greasy. I did put a little bit of dry shampoo in the top, but I didn't really go down here at all because I just wore it back today. This is day 4, the end of day 4. And I usually wash it once a week. So I actually wait until it gets nice and slimy. That's a good word, huh? Slimy. That's another word that just kind of sounds like what it is. And it's just slimy. Anyway, I'm going to wait until it gets a lot of gunk on it. I had blurple hair a while ago and I almost got that color. I think this one is a little bit darker than that. But because I've got the gray coming in and stuff, I talked about this Sunday. I want to do chunks. So I don't think I'm going to do the whole thing at the top. I think I'm going to take like a halo. All right. And I'm going to like get this out of the way, clip this all up, and then put some bits in here. And I don't know if I want to do the whole bottom part. Should I do the whole bottom part purple and just keep the top part this weird, somewhat reddish sort of color? And I could put other stuff in it. Because what I'm thinking is that then as the gray grows out, I can just keep putting like little streaks in it. This has bleach in it, so I don't have to bleach it first. This has color, bleach, peroxide, all that bad stuff. I was going to say good stuff, but it's actually bad stuff. Color, bleach, and peroxide. Backwards. You have to read it backwards, but that's what it says. And so, yeah. But I think the color is super pretty. And I thought that would be kind of cute under here. And then I was also looking at like bright fire engine red. And I'm like, maybe I can do like strips of that over the top. I don't know. Because I want to do purple. I kind of want to do purple and red, but then also let my gray kind of start growing out. And so I'll just gradually add less and less streaks as the gray kind of starts to take over. Because I like gray hair. And then as it gets more gray, then like the colors I add can be more gray toned, more pastel-y sort of thing. Or I can just grow up and stop dyeing my hair, as my mother would say. Well, my mother wouldn't actually say that. She's like, I like your hair the way it is. She's learned that, but telling me not to do something that's not going to do anything. She finally learned after like 4 decades. So, yay, go mom. Well, and I wasn't the first one. She had a bunch before me. So it's been like 6 decades that she's been a mom, and she's finally learning not to tell us what to do. She hasn't really told my brothers what to do, but more me, because I'm the baby. But I'm still like, nah, mom, I'm not gonna listen. I'm old enough that I don't need to listen. So those are the things I got at Walgreens. I put a story up for you guys who voted. I got these palettes. My first from Sugar Drizzle. And oh my goodness, look at this. When it was announced and I saw the swatches and whatnot, I'm like, oh, purple and green are my thing. I love them to death. And this was just such a cute idea. This one has a lot of shift in it. So I'm really excited. I put these both. This is the Pizza Kitty one. That's the paint me green and call me a pickle because I'm done dealing with you. That's the name of that one. But I just call it the pickle palette because I can't be bothered to say all the rest of it. This is the Pizza Kitty, and this is the one I first saw, and I was like, oh, I want that palette. Partly because it's pizza and kitty. I mean, how can you not love a Pizza Kitty themed palette? That's the cutest thing in the whole world, right? And the front of it has like this little pizza, this little kitty with a taco skateboarding off through space on his pizza skateboard. It's so cute. Anyway, and they're all just goofy. I mean, but it's so cute. Anyway, and this is like, shifty, shiny, duochrome, all sorts of stuff. This is the least impressive one, the Space Blaster, but it's still a really pretty color. So I'm really curious what I want to do. So I put this on my stories and said, which one should I do in my IG Live? And I was glad that you guys picked, I think 58% voted for this one. And I will tell you I was glad. I was glad because that means I get to do 2 looks with this tonight. And that means that this is going to go into the rotation in the next week or 2 or something like that. So you will actually see looks from this. And I think when I do the actual looks, I mean, you'll see like a look on each eye tonight, but I think I'm going to do like 1 row, 1 row, 1 row and see if I can make looks, doable looks, because I mean, there's not really a common theme in that other than there's quite a bit of purple, but yay, purple and green. Hey, relax yourself there, girl. Relax. Somebody's kind of excited and banging stuff. Maybe that's the woman upstairs that thinks that I damaged her car. Like, if you just... but yeah, so that means this one tonight is what we're going to be going for. And it's going to be beautimous and lovely and great. I'm so excited about that. But then this will be coming up in my rotation in the not too distant future. So I'll be sticking that into the pile. I was naughty. What did I do? What did I order? That was naughty of me. Oh, I ordered the... I posted this in my stories too. Glam, not Glam Shop. What's the other one? Glam Light. That one, Glam Light. Sent a message and said, oh, our happy hour pellets are almost sold out. And I was like, ugh. And I know that's like their way of saying, hey, we want them to be almost sold out, so please buy them. And so I grabbed the 2 that I wanted, which are wine and dirty martini, and those are actually 2 of my favorite drinks if I drink that sort of stuff. So yeah, but I love the colors because it's purple and green because yeah, you know me. And then I just saw that Juvia's Place just came out with their, one of the palettes that had been discontinued, but I guess they had like some reserve stuck in there. So can't remember which one it was. It was one of the collabs, and I can't think of her name. But it's kind of a neutral palette, but it's a very rich neutral palette. It's kind of like a little bit like that paprika one, something like that. And then, but I haven't decided if I want to get that. But then, Pout and Shout. Do you guys know Pout and Shout? You should. She's awesome. She is a UK artist and makeup lover and makeup maker. And she does mostly like one-of-a-kind art pieces that are actually palettes and stuff. I'm sorry, I got like an itchy nose and who knows what's in there. Hey, it's the real here. You get the real. Anyways, she made... I'm so excited. I said she was making like snake stuff and whatnot. And I was like, ooh, you got to do a frog theme one. She came up with a frog theme one. If you go to Pout and Shout, you'll see the cutest. It's a little lily pad and a little froggy sitting on a lily pad and a little water lily next to it. It's so cute. And I said, please hold that for me. So I think it's mine. I believe it's mine. But if you go to her IG, she should have it, and then hopefully I can grab that for my birthday next month because it's so cute. Anyway, she does it basically where all of her stuff is either one of a kind or like 2 or 3 of a kind. I mean, she might have a few of them, but she doesn't have many. She makes super, super small batches or individual pieces, and she has thematic stuff. So she does a lot of stuff about animals, kitties, and stuff like that, which I love because I love the critters. And so I love froggies. They're so cute. And my husband is terrified of froggies. So when I get that, he's going to be like, what in the world? Why would you get that horrible, ugly thing and put that in our house? So, yeah. So I will be getting that. And then I think I may end up with more than 10 palettes being acquired this month. I don't know. I'm still dealing with Boxy and Ipsy. Speaking of palettes, because Boxy's supposed to be sending me, hi Kelly. They're supposed to be sending me a coupon for their whatever their shop is now called, and they haven't yet. I'm kind of almost wanting to buy that. Is it the Jubilee? What's the Natasha Denona, the colorful one that came out a few months ago? I got the weird, ugly, poopy colored neutral one, which ticked me off because I'm like, I want colorful stuff. And so I just refused to buy the colorful one because based on principle. But now I'm like, maybe I should get it. People still rave about Natasha Denona, and I'm like, maybe I should just give her another chance with a color story that I'd be more interested in. It's $9. So I'm like, maybe. And there was also another one of hers in there, but that one was more neutral. So I'm like, I don't know. And then the Ace Beauté, the new one, that's like the fall, whatever it is. Super, super pretty, like reds and purpley sort of tones. Kind of neutral, but so pretty for fall. And so I was like, I really want that. And I'm hoping that it comes in my boxy, but I don't know if that's going to happen. So now I'm like, do I buy it? And then I might have doubles, but then I'm like, I could give the double away in, like a giveaway. Again, it's $9, but I'm like, what do I do? Speaking of giveaways, okay. So I said in the last video, which was on Sunday, that I was going to be doing my giveaway, and I'm going to do that, but I'm going to make a post that explains it a little bit better. But basically what it is you have to know me, and I know some of you do, because you've watched my videos and seen my posts and whatnot. You have to tell me the answer to 5 questions. What is my age? I'm trying to think of what they are. What is my favorite color? Where is my husband from? What is my occupation? And that can be my occupation. You can be a little broad in that. And what's the last one? What's my dog's name? So what is my dog's name? I mean, these should be easy to answer. You just have to go and check. And then you have to be subscribed, of course, to my YouTube channel. So go over there. It's the same, 40+. I know my nose still itches. I don't know what in the world. And then you have to, of course, be following me here. And that's basically it. And if you want to participate and do other things, that's fine. I do have to make it. I'm so sorry, guys. I have to make it continental US because otherwise I'm going to go broke sending this stuff out. But I'm going to show you some goodies that we have from there. I showed you some of the stuff. So let's go through. And I'm going to actually, I think, have some selections. But I think most of these things I will include because it seems like I've acquired them so quickly, and I may as well. Kelly won my last giveaway, so yay, Kelly. And she wasn't in the U.S., but then I was like, I should probably do it in the U.S. because that was a lot to send that to Canada. And you wouldn't think that it'd be that much to Canada, but it was. All right, so these are things that I have acquired here and there, and I might add a couple of other things in. Some of them came from subscription boxes. Some of them are from all different kinds of things that I've got. Some are things that I didn't necessarily want, but I'm hoping that you guys will enjoy getting them. And feel free. Feel free to either tell me you don't want it, and then I'll just save the shipping. I'm hoping I can put it in a flat rate box, though, and then it won't be too bad. So feel free to either tell me you don't want it or that, or to give it away to somebody else if you get it. I'm not going to be offended about that. Okay, let's go through the giveaway. I think I'll put everything in there. I think I'm deciding that right now. I'll put everything in the giveaway, okay? So if you win my giveaway, you win all of this. That's a lot of stuff. This is the Adagio flat iron, not used. This came in a boxy, I think. I don't use heat on my hair because my hair dies when I do that, so I don't. This is the Cab Cosmetics Volume 1 Contour Palette. It has like, I think 8 different shades in it. I've opened it, but I didn't swatch it, so it is new. Again, it came from, I think it came from the Boxy Premium or something, and after I got that, I canceled because I was like, I don't want this stuff. I just don't like a lot of skincare, but I know a lot of you guys do, so Enjoy. Refreshments pillowy shave cream. I don't use a shave cream. I use Castile soap for shaving. So if you need a shave cream, there you go. There's a shave cream. I have these little gems, which I could use, but I just wouldn't use them that much. And I don't do Halloween, so these will be passed on to somebody else. And if you have kids, they'll love it. Or you can use them. Or you can give them to somebody else who would use them. I've got some sheet masks. Again, I don't use sheet masks because I do all natural DIY. Well, usually I add some stuff because they send it to me. So I'm like, well, why not? I got this cute little perfusion casket palette. That's kind of cute. That'll give you and it's got a little tiny mirror. Look at that little useless mirror on there. That won't do you any good, but it's cute. And that was for their Halloween thing. The new company, Defense Drops Herbal Supplement. This is an herbal supplement. I haven't opened it. I have no idea if it'll kill you or not. Hopefully not. But disclaimer, don't sue me. I don't got any money. Milani Make It Last matte setting spray. Some people told me this is really good, but I don't use a lot of setting sprays, so I decided to pass that on. That came from the Walmart box. This was a mistake that Boxy was not supposed to send me the wrong thing, so this actually ended up being free. But it's a cute little lip gloss from Mellow. Liquid lip gloss in a nice kind of neutral So a nice little neutral for most people. I think you could pull it off, especially if you do, a lip liner to kind of make it work with whatever tone your lips are. Glow Recipe Watermelon PHA and BHA Port Tightening Toner. This actually came with another one, and that's the kind of thing that I don't really use. I got these, and I was going to use them, but I decided to pass them on to you because I like them so much. And I can get them because they're $1 a piece, but this will give you a chance to try AOA Studio if you haven't. And if you have, it'll give you more stuff. I love this. This is a microfiber sponge. It's kind of like using a brush and a sponge at the same time. It's so good. And I actually use it dry a lot, and it works perfectly fine. And then this is their little color switch sort of thing, their brush cleaner that you just swirl around there. I use that every single day. Not this one, but the same thing. Those are new ones. Packaged, have not been taken out. Il Maquillage, Color Boss Squad, Multidimensional Eye Color. I cannot read anything. Quad, and I don't know what color this is. Oh, here we go. Make Moves. In the color Make Moves. I've shown this when it came in. But again, I don't use it. I'm sorry, my fingerprints are all over it. So if you ever need to frame me for murder, there you go. You can pull my fingerprints off of that. You can frame me for murder. It's a cute this is kind of a purpley sort of thing. I think it's nice for fall, but I don't really love quads. And again, it's the kind of thing I'm like, I think I'll pass that on because I think you guys will get more use than I will, or someone will. So again, feel free to pass it on if you decide you don't like it, or just tell me if you don't want it, and then I'll save it for the next one. If you see something in here that you're like, I'm not going to use that at all, then let me know, especially with some of the bigger things. Context Nail Lacquer. So you've got these two colors. You've got that pretty brown, sort of spicy color, and then you've got this like nude cream color that could definitely do like a French tip sort of thing, or whatever you're fancy. I've got another set that's pretty similar, and you might have noticed I have been less than attentive to my nails lately. Carry On 2 from IBY, Inspired by You. Duo eyeshadow. It's another cute duo. I did pull the sticker off just to show what's in there, but I didn't swatch or anything. And this is a little bit deeper, a little bit darker, so that's kind of cool. Bliss Clear Genius Clarifying Gel Cleanser with BHA and Brazilian Seawater. I think this came from the Walmart box as well. I don't use cleansers on my face. I just use oils. So I know a lot of you guys use cleansers. I think most normal people do. I'm not normal. Authentic African Black Soap. This stuff is good stuff. And you can really dilute it down. As far as I know, I haven't used this particular one, but African Black Soap I have used, and it does a really good job of cleaning whatever it is that you need cleaned. Mael, I think that's how it's pronounced. This little single, single eyeshadow. I actually got this in a giveaway, and it's just one of those things that I probably won't use, so I'll continue. We'll just pass it on. And if you have a giveaway, you can pass it on, or you can use it. Why am I opening this? Pretty Pop from Shaw 7. Okay. Saturday Skin, Pretty Pop. Probiotic Power Whipped Cream. So this is a cream. I have so many face creams. I decided I didn't need this one. So that's for you guys, whoever wins. Bamboo Body Polish. There you go. You can polish your body. Froze. This is a lip scrub. One that I've had here for a minute. I just am not going to use. Remember, what are you doing there? Are you sniffing me? And what do I smell like? Do I pass? Here's another night cream, the Clean Beauty, lavender chamomile. Hi. Yeah, do you need something? Are you okay? No, you good? Okay. She just wants to say hi. She said, "Mommy, why are you doing that thing where you talk to yourself again?" And not last but last. Okay, Invisibobble. Yeah, Invisibobble, like little hair waver thing. Where I don't know how that works, but okay. So little hair things. I haven't used them. Again, something I was like, I could figure it out, but then I'll probably use them once and then not use them again. I may as well pass them on to somebody that would use them more. And then the Saharan by Juvia's Place. The best thing in the box, in my opinion. So all of those things will be part of my giveaway. I'm going to take a picture of it. I will make a post and say, go. So that will be basically, comment on the post, and then send me a DM. Don't comment on the post, the answers. Send me a DM with the answers. And then answer whatever ones you can. If you can't find the answers for all, just try. And then if whoever gets the most answers, I'll pick a winner from there. Or if I have multiple people that get all the answers, then I will put it into a random number generator and find the winner. But you do have to be in the US. That's it. That's what we got for the giveaway. Yay! I'm excited for that. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and show you what I got in my Ipsy Glam Bag Plus today. Pretty Wicked. So it's the black with the little green tongue thing. Yeah, cool. Halloween themed, because everything is Halloween themed. Oh my goodness. You drive around and everything is. I haven't opened anything. I kind of looked at the packaging. So this, can I just pull it apart here? So I got these brushes. I just wasn't impressed with this, and I'm hoping that it gets better, but, I keep saying that, and it doesn't. Golden Gem Bronzer. Get cheeky with it. These are MOTD, Makeup of the Day, Supermodel Sculpt. So those are the brushes. That's what they're called. And if I disrobe them, ooh, that's inappropriate. Get demonetized if I was monetized. Okay. So they're soft. This seems a little flimsy, but that's kind of okay for what it is. This has a little more substance, but the size is a little weird. I guess I could use it for maybe more exact blush or for contour. And then this one would be probably for under eye or for concealer, or just, getting things around the eye. Yeah, I know a lot of people get Ipsy, and I'm one of the foolish people that do. March will be the anniversary, and so maybe I'll cancel then. I don't know. We'll see. I've gotten some pretty good stuff. Actually, I've enjoyed being able to use some things that, like use things that I wouldn't normally get. What I think is their best for Ipsy is their collab boxes. The one I got from Halsey was pretty good, and the one from Khloe Kardashian was pretty good. And now they've got Huda in this next one, and I'm thinking that one will be pretty good as well. The Glam Bag is pretty good because it's only $12 and you get to try some stuff, and I think that's decent. But that compared to the Walmart box is way better. But the Walmart box isn't strictly makeup, although neither is the Glam Bag. So this is actually a perfume. They've been putting more and more perfumes on there, and this is one that I've wanted. And I actually sprayed this. I said I didn't open them. I lied. I opened this one. So I am a perfume fiend. I have a lot a perfume still in Haiti that will probably never be back in my possession because it's in Haiti and it'll probably just disintegrate down there or just be acquired by other people. Although it's supposedly in a locked room, but I don't know. I don't know if that's actually the case. More important than the perfume are my books because I need my books to finish my doctorate, which I will be starting classes on the 25th. I'm excited to get going with that again. So anyway, so this is French Kiss from Tokyo Milk. You might have seen their dark. Is it just called dark? Tokyo Milk Dark? Or is it dark something else? Anyway, they have like the black. Glossy Box. Yeah, I think Glossy Box is more skincare though, isn't it? Or something. There was a reason that I wasn't that interested in Glossy Box, but maybe I'm crazy. I don't know. I've looked at a bunch of different subscription boxes and it seems like Ipsy and Boxy and Walmart Box are the best bets for me. But if there's another one that's makeup heavy, let me know. That's makeup heavy. That's not like just because I feel like some kind of almost get into like dollar store brands. I've seen a couple that look like they're kind of just pulling from dollar store brands. And I'm like, yeah, no, not interested in that. I could do that. Yeah, Tokyo Milk Dark. Which one do you have? Because I have a couple. What's the one that's like poison? Starts with an A. That actually broke me out when I tried it. I have this weird red thing like itchy red thing here. I don't know what I'm breaking out from, but I also have these skin tags all over from PCOS. So anyway, this is interesting. It's actually very much like a cipher, like the old school. It has the vetiver, which I love. I adore vetiver, but then it also has white flowers, tuberose, and gardenia in here. And then it has mandarin. So it smells really fresh in the beginning, and then it dries down to really a kind of almost like that heavier sour cipher sort of scent, which I enjoy, but some people won't. But I do actually quite like this. And the bottle is just really cute. It's got that, the engraving, and it's just a cute. I just like these. These have been around for a minute. I mean, it was years ago that I was interested in getting, like before I went to Haiti. So that was a minute ago. I got this, which I think I'm going to throw this into the giveaway as well because I already have this. This is the Dermalect Self-Esteem Beauty Sleep Serum. Oh, wait. Do I have this one? Maybe I lied. Maybe I'm not going to give it to you. Oh, yeah. This is the same one. And it's, salicylic, glycolic, L-ascorbic acids, etc. I already have one. I'm working through it, but it's for you. For whoever wins my giveaway. So there you go. Just because I already have one, and I don't know why they're sending me another. I think I got the other one actually from Ipsy too, so it kind of annoys me that they send me the same thing that I got a couple months ago. So whatever. I got two mascaras. Two more mascaras to add to the comparison. So this one is Rowan Cake Lash. Cake Lash? That doesn't sound good. So there's a Rowan Cake Lash. I just unboxed it because, it's here to be unboxed, right? Maybe I'll do one on each side and see. And then, I have two of the Tokyo Milk Darks, but one is in Haiti still, I think. Wait, no, they might both be here. I don't know. The one that I love is Bulletproof. The one that smells like dusty coconut. Oh, I love that one. It's so good. Il Maquillage Icon. This is the Icon High Volume and Intense Curl Mascara. Let's see if it actually gives me curl. So I'll try these two. I might try them up against each other, and then I'll put them into the mix and start comparing them to others. I hope this is helpful for you guys when I put this stuff. It's fun for me, but I also want it to be helpful for you guys. This is going to go into the stash, and then I am keeping these. I think we're going to put some bags together for like a women's shelter for Christmas, and put some like necessities and whatnot in there. So that's what I'm keeping my Ipsy bags for. So if you need an idea to keep your Ipsy bags for something, that would be it. So Back Chat Beauty is on my on my YouTube. I didn't even see you over there, beautiful lady. So Cake Lash sounds chunky. Yeah, it does sound chunky. And J Sylvia 30 is up there. Hi, Rainbow. What is your deal? Well, you're not getting attention. She's not getting attention. And so she thinks she has to be right here by me. You're okay. You're going to have to hang out there for a minute because Mommy's not done. She's like, Mom, come on. Haven't you been talking enough? It's time to give me attention. So we're going to go in here. I'm going to grab a primer. I'll go ahead and grab the one I'm working on panning because I want to use it up eventually. I'd love to get through this year. It's like, I mean, I have scraped the edges, but then when I did that, I pulled more up. So now I'm getting a little bit on the applicator, but you see it's pretty dry. When I pull that up, it's pretty dry. So I might have to go in there with a brush. Also, I didn't clean my brushes. Also, I have glitter all over my eyes from this morning. But, you know, hey, that's okay. So we'll zoom you in, which means pull you close. Rainbow, go lay down. Go lay down. Mom, why do I got to do that? Go lay down. You don't need to be here. You don't need to help me with this. But, Mom, you've been gone all day. Well, I haven't been gone all day. I've been here most of the day. She was feeling sick this morning. She actually had diarrhea on the floor. She's very good, very, very, very good in the house, but sometimes she gets an upset tummy. When she was in Haiti, she actually got poisoned twice and lived to tell about it. And her sister was not so lucky. Her sister actually, she showed up like 5 o'clock in the morning, crying, screaming in pain from the poison. We knew there was nothing we could do. And it took her all day to die. And I just was like, somebody please go slit her throat or something. I mean, I know that sounds horrible, but there's nothing you could do at that point. She was, it had already gotten to her organs and whatnot. With Rainbow, we caught it both times right away. She was like running around being happy, and then she went into convulsions and started vomiting and everything, and called the vet. I'm like, what do I do? The first time I kind of just freaked out and was, like yelling at my husband, hurry up, you're gonna kill my dog. So we had a test of our relationship at that moment. And fortunately, charcoal is what people use to cook with. So we had charcoal there that we could grind up real quick and mix that with some milk and pour that down her throat. And I had, before that, I had peroxide. So we put peroxide down her throat and made her vomit, and then put the charcoal down. And then once we did that, she was fine and she recovered very easily. It did not appear to be a seizure because she was still very conscious during the whole thing. She just was very sick. So I'm pretty sure it wasn't a seizure. And actually the one time we found the source of the poison. So it was pretty amazing though. And the cat got poisoned and did not make it. So she's a very lucky dog. And kind of a miracle baby a little bit. Because, I can't believe she got poisoned twice. But it has worried me that there might have been some internal damage, like to her kidneys and whatnot. And that could be why it seems like she has a little bit sensitive stomach. That's tummy, stomach, right? Stomach. And so, yeah. So I think that, I'm hoping that's not the case, because if that's the case, then that could be something that gets progressively worse. But hubby and I work opposite shifts, although now he's got the twilight shift. So we'll be a little bit closer. And I can kind of work whenever to a certain point. I teach music. I have several occupations. I'm a worship director at 2 churches that are partner churches, and they're in the same building. But one is a Native American church, and we really focus on reaching the community of Little Earth, which is the largest reservation in the most populated reservation, I should say, in the country. Most densely populated because it's downtown Minneapolis, or not downtown, but it's in the South Minneapolis area, kind of in where George Floyd was killed, that area, just a couple blocks away from there. So that is the Little Earth area. And so we bring a lot of the kids in and bring a lot of the adults and whatnot. And TJ, 2 braids, TJ Two Braids Veltiera. You can actually look him up. He is a rapper and a Native American, and he's our pastor. Very unconventional, but I was their worship director for his father before I went to Haiti. And so looking for this. I'm trying to multitask here, talk to you guys and also do all this stuff. And so when I got back here, he and I had worked together for years. I know him, maybe 10 years now. And so he said, "Oh, I need a worship director." And I said, "Hey, I'm available," because I had just gotten back. And so he said, "All right, see you Sunday." It was kind of that sort of thing. So I just fell into it. And then he was at the church that meets on Sunday morning because he was their interim pastor. Well, then after his contract expired, he decided to go kind of focus just on the outreach. So now our Sunday morning services. What are you tearing up there, Rainbow? Rainbow, are you being a good girl? Yeah? You being a naughty girl or you being a good girl? You being good? And so his the services on Sunday morning are with primarily an elderly, aged, however you want to call them, our saints, right? Our elders, mostly Caucasian, not entirely, but largely Caucasian, and a fairly small congregation that the previous pastor is still there and present and wants to be a part of it, just so that he can, because he really built this particular congregation. So he wants to make sure that they're being reached and they're getting what they need. So what we do there is we really focus on our aged community because that's what reflects our congregation. And so there is a retirement center that's right down the street. So I started going there, and I'm recruiting people from our congregation to come in, and we sing with them. And we've been going once a month, but they're asking us to come more often. So I think it might be a couple times a month. We'll be out there. And then, of course, so I do a lot of outreach in the community. So I'm working with the elderly members of the community. They're really, COVID has been so hard on the elderly community because, they were already kind of shut up and away on their own. And then why are you right there, girl? And then with COVID, it was that much more. I'm doing this so that I can dry this because I just wiped it off on a wipe and now it's a little damp. So I'm trying to get it a little bit dry. And so, yeah, so we really are trying to reach out and just give them what they need, give them that connection and the prayer and whatnot. So that's a little bit about me that has nothing to do with makeup. So now you know more about me. I am actually very, very small amount or relatively small amount of Native American, but we grew up in kind of that area. My mom really grew up right in the middle of all the reservations, and well, we did too, but in a different area in Wisconsin. But she really grew up there and kind of grew up going to all the powwows and that sort of thing. And then, her and her sister with the little white girls dancing. But we do have Native blood. It's not significant enough to, and it is actually Native blood. It's not once way back then our great granddaddy married a princess. No, that Pocahontas thing, right? Everybody thinks that they're descended from somebody and then, or use it for political gain. That's not our case. All right. I have just wanted to tickle my pickle. I love the names. They're so funny. This is Tickle My Pickle. That's the shade. It's one of the two mattes here. And I'm just kind of putting this out on the top. And I have no idea what I'm going to do with this because, we don't know. We just don't know. So here we go. You ready for this ride? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what this is going to end up looking like, but it's going to be fun. Anyway, so yeah, my own Native blood is pretty minuscule, but we're very mixed. Our family is very mixed, and so I just have a connection. I have always kind of been connected to the Native community, and then I just kind of was brought in because of my theological and musical skills and knowledge. So Pastor Tom, who's TJ's dad, he brought me in, not us. There was no us at the time. He brought me in, and I was his worship director for a while. He's now in Canada with his new wife. His wife, who was the most sweetest, amazing woman in the whole world. She was my personal mentor, and she was watching her grandkids, took a nap, and never woke up. It was just the freakiest thing. And then TJ, our current pastor, he messaged me and said, we're on our way back. My mom just died. And I was like, you mean your grandma? And he said, no, my mom. And I'm like, what are you talking about? Your mom? I literally just talked to her a couple hours ago. And she was just gone. So I'm taking some of this green down here. I guess this is going to be a Halloween look. I don't really do Halloween, but I guess I'm doing Halloween. So here we go. It's a fun... great grandmother was Cherokee on your mother's side. Yeah, a lot of mixed blood comes from Cherokee. That's a really common mixture. We are actually in the Dakota, Lakota, Ojibwa sort of area. So that's what the Dakotas, the North and South Dakota, are named for, the tribes. And so we're in that area. So most of the tribes here are Ojibwa or Dakota or Lakota. So not all, but that's what TJ's part of that tribe. I'm not a tribal member. I don't have enough blood in me to be a tribal member. I mean, I have blood in me. I just don't have native blood in me. So that's a cute green. It's a slime green, and it's a fun slime green. Is it what I would normally wear? No, it's not. But hey, we're having fun. Now, do I want to do... I think I want to go into pickle juice, which is this purple shimmer. And I kind of want to use this not as a shimmer, but see if I can actually blend it out as a satiny matte right over the top of that Tickle My Pickle. I just like saying that. It's just funny. Tickle My Pickle. I know people be offended. That just sounds so gross and inappropriate. Oh, well, I don't care. So I'm going to go in here and actually just kind of layer this over that green right in the corner. And hopefully it doesn't muddy. A lot of times shimmers are really good for this because they tend to muddy less than mattes do. So if you want to put unlike colors on top of each other, like that. You see how pretty that was? Was as if it's past tense. No, is. So this is pickle juice, by the way. And there's really that blue shift on there. You see that really pretty blue. And it's definitely coming through even with me using a brush. So apparently these do apply quite nicely with... I didn't spray it. I didn't put anything. You guys saw it. You're sitting here watching me. No editing. That's why I like this. That's why I like this format, because I can't hide anything from you. That's really cute. All right, I'm going to put a little bit of it. I'm going to pull it just under here. I'm going to actually pinch this brush. And I'm using the same brush I used for the green. I just kind of put it in that brush cleaner, that Away Studio brush cleaner that I'm giving one away in the giveaway. Yeah, that's cute. I think that works. So yeah, so then our Sunday morning group is the elders, and again, primarily Caucasian, elderly congregation, and they are... let's see. I gotta swatch these and see which one I want to use in this look and the next look. These ones look really similar, but they have a different shift. So this one has a very pink shift, and that one has a very green shift. And this one these are all like, this one's very gold. So dill pickles is very gold with kind of a pink purple shift. And then in a pickle is a pink base, but then definitely has a purple shift, and then fried pickles. I have to actually get into this a little bit more because I can't really see the shift. So the shift is like it's a lime green to a like almost like a teal green to like a purple. So maybe I want to put that on the inner corner. Fried pickles. Wait, no. I think I'll do in a pickle on the inner corner so that I can do something else. I'll do a halo eye on the other side. So yeah, so then our Sunday morning is we do a lot of hymns. We actually have I wish I could play an organ because yeah, I know this is much better than YouTube. I put it up for YouTube because I think it's good to have it there, but um, I think IG is really, that's where most people watch me anyhow. So um, oh, that's so cute. Well, that's kind of fun because now green matches kind of the green up there, but it's a shimmering side. This is the lid that gets that crease in it because of where my wrinkle is on my lid. So I usually have to hold down my lashes with my pinky. Or I could just get a better mirror. Getting a better mirror, which I have clearly not done. So, but yeah, so Sunday morning is a very different sort of atmosphere. But TJ was a pastor there, or the interim pastor there for about a year, and they loved him. It's funny because they're like, well, because they're very traditional, and it used to be very liturgical, and they would have the robes and the vestments and everything. TJ comes in his cut off shorts and his Crocs and his pigtails, and he's like, all right, so this is what we're talking about, and they loved him, and it was so funny. It shocked everybody how much they appreciated him and loved him. So it was just a really great relationship there. But now he's doing the outreach, so he's not really part of the Sunday morning thing as much because he's focusing on the outreach side of it. So with the reservation. Anyway, all right, that's cute. I'm gonna give that 2 thumbs up. What do you think? Good? Yeah, YouTube really washes me out, unfortunately. I'm hoping that eventually I can get a better camera. There, I did get, not long ago, I got a new webcam, which is way better than what is built into the computer. And it could also just be that I need a better computer too. But all right, so that's about half the colors. Man, that's pretty. Ooh, look at that. Ah. All right, so shiny. I know exactly, so shiny, right? So yeah, that's what I do. So I don't. Weekends are crazy for me. I don't really get a weekend off, and so that it's a little bit of a problem because hubby and I don't really have any time together, which kind of sucks. But I don't know. This is, hopefully this will be temporary. He just changed his shift to the twilight shift, but he also does extra time, especially now because he works at UPS and they're crazy busy right now. So in case you're wondering, I'm doing a halo eye. I think I mentioned that. And so he yeah, he's working at this time right now. And he would be done normally in like now, but he's gonna stay and do extra time because I think he is. He might come through the door and be like, "What are you doing?" I'm making videos. No, he's very cool with my videos. He kind of rolls his eyes and like, "Oh, you're gonna do that again?" Like, he doesn't get why I'm doing it, but he supports me in basically everything I do. So even though he doesn't understand, he's like, "Babe, why do you do that?" I'm like, because one of these days maybe I'll be famous. I always give him that. I'm like, maybe I'll be famous, and then you don't have to work because I'll be famous and rich, and then I can be your sugar mama. And he's like, yeah, right, whatever. And then he stops asking me because I give him a ridiculous answer. That usually takes care of it. Just give him a ridiculous answer, and then he'll be like, oh, okay. No, I'm like, and also like, this is my therapy. Really, seriously, guys, you know how that goes. It's my therapy. All right, how are we doing? I think those blended pretty well. I mean, I'm not super trying to blend them. I usually blend it after I put the colors in. So I'm going to put fried pickles on the outside of this, and I'm not going to use a tacky base, which I normally would do. Um, is it going to come up? Doesn't look like it's really coming up with this brush. This is one of my favorite brushes for shimmers, but it's not really. Oh, it is pulling it up. I just apparently can't see anything because I'm half blind. Um, yeah. So tomorrow, I got to sing in a funeral. Our our sound guys, um, they came in from another church to help out, and they've been there longer than I have. Well, the one, and so it's father and son. The son is I think Korean, and he's on the spectrum. Super, such a sweetheart, and his father also is a very very nice guy. Anyway, their husband. Um, it sounds like the sister wives, but no, the wife slash mother. She's been sick for quite a while, and so she just went into hospice and then died a couple days, like 1 or 2 days later. So he called me and said, "Would you sing for her?" And I said, "Absolutely." So I didn't know her because she's been sick the whole time that they've been there, so she has not come to the services. But they have been very, very, very faithful. In fact, the son, he came to the service on Sunday because he said he just wanted to be with us. And I think, it's just, a lot of times people who are on the spectrum, they need that normalcy, right? They need that. Their schedule needs to stay the same so that they can just deal with it. And such a nice guy. Both of them are very, very nice guys. So it's heartbreaking because dad is like my age, maybe. And so I know mom is not that, she was not that old. And so it's very hard to see people going through that, people that, you've gotten to know and you feel like they're friends of yours. And like I said, I don't know her, but I know them a bit. And we've worked together. We don't work super close because I'm in the front, doing the music and whatnot, but we do communicate. And I've given the kid a few times when dad was in the hospital with mom, kind of taking care of her. So, yeah, so I'll be doing that. I'm doing Annie's song tomorrow. Which I didn't even know that well. He's like, "You know Annie's song?" And I'm like, "I've heard it, but I don't really know." So, but I mean, it's super easy. So, I'll be doing that, singing that tomorrow at 11. And I guess I'll just do this on both sides and put a little bit of that pink right at that one. That pink is that duochrome shift. Okay, so this is Dill Pickles, which looks like it has more gold shift, but it's really pink. I mean, here, if I go at this angle, you can see the gold, but here it's very much pink, right? The shift of these is just so beautiful. I don't really have any other duochromes or multichromes like to speak of, like not like this sort of thing in my collection. I did order Plain Jane, but it hasn't shown up yet. So this is actually the first really shiny couple of palettes that I've gotten. I do have one from Profusion that's actually pretty good. Rainbow's just sleeping at my feet. She's like, "Mommy, you gonna take care of me?" She's needed mommy today because she was feeling icky. Her tummy was not good, so she's happy that I'm here. So that's what we got, guys. What do you think of those looks? I know the lighting is not the best, but I think I mean, I like this green, this Dr. Pickles. So basically, I'd use Dr. Pickles as the main, and then I just kind of blended it out a little bit with Tickle My Pickle. I have to laugh every time I say that, just to kind of make it a little bit lighter on the edge. Tickle My Pickle is what I used over here for the whole crease. And then here I used Fried Pickles, which is not, it's a pretty light shimmery color. Sorry, my fingers are dry, so they look kind of alien-esque. And then this is the one I use. This is Dill Pickles, and that's the gold to pink. So I kind of have green to gold, and then gold to pink is what is happening here in the middle. which I think works really well. The shift works kind of goes into it. Yeah, dill pickles. That is such a pretty shade. Do you have this one? Do you have this palette? Oh, wait, this is. Can you get this in the UK? You're in the UK, right? Wait, I have to think of where everybody is. You're not here. All right, wait. Who's in the UK and who's in Australia? I don't know. I just know you speak English and you're not from the US or Canada. That's how narrow-minded of me is that. Anyway, and then here we did the Tickle My Pickle out here, which is again kind of that slimy green. Not a great uh not a great color for me, but it's fun. And I think it's very appropriate um for this time of year, and also with the purple, I think it works because Australia. Okay, I'm sorry. It was a very stereo. You're from one of those places that has a weird accent but speaks English, and it's not Jamaica, and it's not South Africa. Well, Australia. Okay, sorry. I'm very inappropriate, but whatever. You don't care, do you? I hope not, because I don't feel bad about it. And then I put the pickle juice, which is the deeper purple. Look at that blue to purple shift, and I just used that with a brush. That works really well to just kind of blend it out with a brush, and then I just tapped over it. And then In a Pickle was the one that I used on the inside of this one. So there's a lot of similarities. I'll put these on my fingers so you can see. There's a lot of similarities, but there's a lot of differences too when you see the shift. This one is probably the more different from these two. This one and this one, sorry. The pinky and the and the middle finger, these two are the most similar. But they are quite different when you swatch them out. Yeah, that one's definitely a pink. And they're completely different when you swatch them out. But now when I'm trying to show you, they're not. They have a mind of their own. They have a mind of their own. You can't tell them what they're going to be. They're going to tell you what they're going to be. But I think this palette is super cute. Hey, let's try something else. Since we're here, let's try these two mascaras. So we're going to do Il Maquillage on the right one, just because that's the one I pulled first. I am going to do a couple pumps here so I can get a little bit of oxygen and help break it in. I did this to this one right here, this Jet Setter from LA Girl. And you see how narrow this is? It's kind of like this, but it's like fills up the opening so much that it actually just pulled the product out. And then every time I use it, it just kind of gets gunky and gross. Anyway, so let's see how this is. What is this? This one's supposed to curl and everything else. The wand is this kind of hard, kind of football shaped, sort of hard plastic wand. Every time you get a mascara that is new, it seems like it's so easy to flick the color down below. So I usually have to clean it up. Now that does seem like it's curling. I never curl my lashes because they don't hold. I think they're too long and kind of heavy. And also because my skin is oily, they just don't hold. And I've tried waterproof and everything. They'll hold a little bit, but it's not enough to make the effort. All right, so that's one coat. Give you this angle. I'll try to do pictures of this after too, so I can do my little comparison. And this is the Rowan, R-O-E-N, with the little accent over the O. We'll put this on the left eye. I don't know why I'm trying to put it on looking in the monitor of the phone. So this one, as it's going on, it doesn't really look like anything, but I mean, it looks very, very natural. Wow. Look at how much volume it's giving, but it doesn't look like there's any mascara on. That's bizarre. Wonder how it's going to look as I build it up. Man, that's like these little fluttery. Let me put my eyes up like this. It's like super fluttery, and natural looking, but it gave a ton of length. It's like, well, it's like it's basically just, darkened all the way to the end. So I want to see if it'll build up. The bottom, I think I have to build that a little bit. But that actually, it's just coating everything. You can't really see it super well, but the bottom lashes on this side, also this one's more in a shadow. There, now it's not. There, it covers everything. So like every single lash is coated. Where this one is a little bit more of the clumping. Kind of just put them together and then it works. Let's put another coat on the right. I'm getting flecks, little stuff here and there, but that's normal for a new wet mascara. When you first open them up, they're wetter, so they're going to tend to do that a little bit more. So this one is definitely giving me a little bit of the clump effect like you would see in like Lash Princess or Lash Paradise. This one I'm really curious though, the Rowan, to see what that's going to do on the second coat. Because that first coat is so pretty. It's just, I want more. Because I'm greedy. Wow. This is one of the most unique looking mascaras I've ever tried. I don't think any mascaras would impress me or shock me because I've tried so many of them now. This is like this fluttery sort of thing. I don't know if you can see it over there, but it's all like, it looks just like lashes, but I'm going to have to look at them this way. This one's more clumpy. You see how clumpy this one is? This one just looks like lashes, but it's way longer. Okay, that's 2 coats. Normally I do 3 when I'm testing them. This one on the right is starting to look on the clumpy side. So let's see if one more coat does anything, or if it over clumps, or if it just doesn't do anything. So there, when I'm coming back to it, it's slightly dry. Like I feel like I have to comb through a little bit to get the kind of re-wet them, if that makes sense. It does, this side does look like it's curling a bit, and it does give that kind of spidery lash look, that very thickened sort of, I mean, that's pretty, but again, it looks like the Lash Paradise, sort of look. And this is again, it's brand new. I just opened these up, so they may change, and they might, the formula might thicken or get a little bit more dry. So I'm going to try that third coat over here and see if we can really, I almost want to see if I can make this clumpy. Okay, now it looks like, well, it's still not clumping at all. It just looks like really amazing lashes. I haven't heard anything about this. I'm giving you the look again so you can kind of see the difference. Let me go this way so you can also see this side, because my light is right there. So hopefully you can see when I do that. So this one looks just like lashes, but they're super long. And this one looks like, kind of clumping. This is very, very separating. So I'm very curious as these get a little more dry, if they're going to get more clumpy or if they're just going to get more dry and more separating, because it seems like they can go one direction or the other as they change. But that's really interesting to me. What do you guys think? Are you surprised? Do you guys know any of these, either of these brands? I'm going to spoolie the gunk off my face on this one side. The Rowan side didn't seem to get any chunks down below that I can see. Where's my spoolie? Here it is. One of my spoolies. So yeah, this has some little bits of stuff down here. Not too much. A little bit up here also, not too much. Oh, this one did get a little bit here. That's pretty normal because when I blink down, if it's wet at all, those lashes will touch right here. So I just have to try to flutter them a little bit and make sure they dry. But I'm really impressed with this side here. If you like really kind of natural looking but long separated lashes, that looks so natural. And this is so, they look so different. I couldn't go out. Well, I mean, I have two different eye looks anyhow, but I couldn't leave the house like this because people would be like, what in the world? But it's good to know. I will take a picture of these two and make a comparison post so you guys can kind of see where they are. And I'm really curious. This is dry. Feels like, yeah. I'm really just curious to see. This one's not quite dry. You can see little specks of black in there. To see how they dry out and how they kind of break into their own. I think I worked them both a little bit. Maybe I forgot on the one. I don't know. Very interesting. So what do you think of the eyes? Are we good? And Amber Beauty is here. I know my anxious face is here. I know some people came in. Green-eyed 79. I missed a bunch of you. Sorry. That's what happens when I take my glasses off. Oh, by the way, these are from I Buy Direct, and they're very, very dirty. These ones get so dirty because they come down to my cheeks, and so when I do this, it smudges on the cheeks. So, but that's it. I think maybe in the next video, I will have different hair. I'm still debating about how to do it where it doesn't look ridiculous like a DIY project, but it still makes it easy. Thanks. Oh, that's okay. I know people have life, so it's okay if you get here late. I forgive you for that. But it's good to see you. So I am not streaming on Twitch or Facebook. To answer the question, you probably answered it, or you probably asked it 30 minutes ago or so, but I am not streaming on Twitch or Facebook. I know there are some programs where you can Twitch on multiple platforms at the same time. I don't have that, so I just go directly, my phone goes directly to IG and my computer goes directly to YouTube. And that's how we do it. But if I get technology figured out, then maybe I can do the rest. But what I'm thinking with my hair, I'm going to trim it because there's quite a bit of damage down here. It hasn't been trimmed for, I think the last trim you guys watched me do, which was months ago. Well, no, I think I've trimmed it a couple times since then. But I'm probably going to take a good, at least a good couple inches off maybe. And then I'm thinking of doing the wolf cut so that I have some layers and whatnot, because I think that would be kind of fun. And then so the thought is either I take this part off. I mean, either way, I'm going to take this part, not off, but it'll, like get this out of the way, the top part. And I'm going to keep this the color it is, even though there's some color and there's some gray growing out and stuff like that. I'm okay with that. But then either like take chunks down here and dye it the purple, like that kind of thing, like that and that and like that and like that, or do the whole thing on the bottom purple and it's this color. What do you guys think? And then my thought is, as it grows out and the gray shows more, I can just get like one of the caps and do like streaks through in all sorts of random crazy colors, purples and reds primarily, but I might add some others in there too. Purples, reds, blues, pinks, that sort of thing. And maybe some gray, because I've already got gray and I don't mind having some gray hair, but that way it'll kind of just all blend together and look like a rainbow head. And if I put little streaks here periodically and just do like a cap where you can pull out the little bits, then that should kind of look like it's intentional. I don't know. Haven't figured it out. I am not going to dye my hair before the funeral because I don't feel like that would be very appropriate. I mean, I don't mind about, being inappropriate, but for funerals, I think I want to be respectful. Especially since, I'm a guest, so it's not like family or something like that. And I didn't have this hair before, so I don't want to surprise them. But Sunday morning, it's on. All right. So when I show up for church Sunday morning, I got purple hair. That's the way it is, guys. That's what you signed up for. You didn't know you signed up for that when you got me as your worship director, but that's what you signed up for. That's what I signed up for. So, I don't know. I guess that's what they signed up for. Anyway, Um, I think that's it. I think that's all we've got. What time are we at? Oh, we're at an hour and 14 minutes. So we went a little bit over. That's okay. It's not as long as last time. I'm really loving this palette, and I'm really excited to try the Pizza Kitty palette. I swatched it, but I didn't put anything on my eyes. So I will be trying this, and this will go in the rotation. I'm not sure exactly when it will be in the rotation, but you can watch my IG, and you will see these beautiful colors on my face. And that's all we got. You guys are awesome. Love ya. See you in the next one. That will be Sunday at 2-ish, depending on if my husband decides to go shopping or not. Because him and shopping, sometimes it drives me crazy. All right. See you in the next one. Bye. Have a good night. See you later. Bye.